Hey guys, thanks for watching. Today I'm going to show you, this is going to be a video log of essentially the creation and fall of Lucifer. I'm going to talk about the beginning of conception of the script and the story and all that type of stuff, and then I'm going to show you a little bit of the actual information, the actual preview of how I go about creating the videos. So just give me a second there. Okay, so essentially I start here with the text, whatever research notes I have. For example, this is the third draft that I go through. Basically, usually most of the videos are about 3 to about 5 pages, but depends on how much information I have and how fast I'm going to be reading it. So in this particular video, was that 4 pages or so? Yeah, the 4 pages. So I have the chapters at the top, which there's the intro, the angels, the sons of light, Lucifer, creation of man, etc. And basically what I'll do is I'll go and record, for example, this chapter. Each chapter recording I use basically Audacity to record, and that takes anywhere from 5 minutes to, let's say, 10 minutes for just a single chapter, just based off of if it doesn't sound right or whatever it may be. I'll basically go back and record it, and sometimes you'll kind of slip on a word and you have to kind of record it again, and then just it's a little bit easier starting straight from the beginning versus having little seconds or milliseconds where there's like either gaps and stuff like that. So that's essentially the third draft. The fourth draft essentially is after I have all the information down perfectly, what I'll do is I'll go and time it. So for example, this particular chapter or at this particular paragraph, it'll be 21 seconds until I finish that, and then continues onward. But I also time it according to this type of songs that I'm using. So what I'll do is I'll put on some music and I'll determine which song sounds good, and there's just certain little key notes in the music that just bring out the words or just match just brilliantly. So usually I'll kind of go through different musical tracks. So essentially that's the fourth draft, and then I'll start recording at that point in time. So for example, these are the different tracks that I had gone through to see which ones I wanted to use, and then it ends up being about like 3 to 4 tracks. Let's see here, and oh, let me just take a look here. Just finished uploading the video. I did a re-edit of the actual video just because I had to make some cleanups. There was a couple of different little transitions that didn't go too well, so I kind of fixed that up now. So it looks to be good. Okay, so this is the in preview or the program through Premiere Pro that I generally produce the videos. So the first thing I'm going to do usually is, after I finish recording, down here this last audio track is basically my voice, the narration of the story or whatever it is I'm talking about, and then I'll adjust the audio settings, so audio gain and stuff like that, just based off of when I record it in Audacity it's kind of low, so I'll turn it up, and then from there what I'll do is I'll import the sound files. I'll drag and drop them here, and then as you can see, they're kind of overlapped because one fades in and fades out. These little dots here are keynotes, so basically they fade in and fade out depending on the type of track or whatever it is. And let's see here, and this is all, this top bar up here, oops, so this top bar up here, all of these ones are basically video footage. You can see how they're all cut up into small little things. And you'll see this little thing here is the transition, the fade, the dip to black. So for example, he fashioned his throne upon the sea of gold. And then basically what I'll do is there's certain transitions in the actual video, so I'll cut them up based off of that. So for example, if I wanted to cut up this file here, I'd use my shortcut C, and then I could adjust it depending on what I want to do. This one is kind of a a time adjust, or you could kind of compress or elongate that file, or you could use let's see here, you could use it and adjust it based off of the actual footage. You can expand it to the real footage, the authentic footage, to how long it would be. So it ends there, and I could elongate it, and there's other parts of the clip. So that's essentially essentially how I would put together it. So you have different footage, a lot of Final Fantasy in this one. There's a little bit of StarCraft, Assassin's Creed, some of the older ones, and there's some of the newer ones as well. Let's see here. Yeah, that's basically it for this video. Trying to see. Yeah, that's basically it. And then what I'll do is I just have to make sure certain transitions go through ready. So for example, if I'm using footage that's similar in terms of the actual same video trailer, I'll sometimes won't use the transitions, as you can see over here. But if I'm going from, let's say, a different type of video, let's see, from, I'll show you an example. So for example, from Deus Ex transitioning into Darksiders, I'll have like a transition just because it's completely different lighting or different different content. And that's really it for that. And when I actually compile the video or encode it, what I'll do is I usually have it set up as WMP, just because it's a little bit smaller, the output file is a little bit smaller, so I can upload it a little quicker, and then I'll queue that, so I'll bring it in to Adobe Media Encoder, and then it would go through all that, but I'm not going to do that right now. So let me minimize this. And for example, some of the footage that I'm using, what I'll do is I'll collect certain footage that I think it might work. These are some of the newer ones that I downloaded, but there's just no point. Some of the footage doesn't match. A lot of Final Fantasy ones, Halo. And that's basically it. Yeah, recently as well, I've been doing a lot of blogs. I've started a type of angel profile blog tag, so you can find them basically just a mix of information about the different angels. That's the type of stuff that I'm into or interested in, so you can take a look at that as well. So it's just a mix of collaborated works from everywhere. So and then I just of course add the just the pictures for a little spice to it, otherwise it's kind of boring. But yeah, you can check that out, and perhaps maybe in the future I'll do video profiles on the angels, depending on the footage. The main thing is just having enough footage to match. For example, like in this scenario, Uriel, I usually use footage of Silver Surfer, so it's tough to try to find all the perfect footage that kind of fits into the context, and then putting it to kind of tell a story or descriptive depending on what I'm talking about in the actual context. So that's basically it. So I hope you enjoyed this, and take care guys, thanks for watching.